Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge. I'm your host, Jesse Showalter, and it is Wednesday, y'all. We are getting into the business. People are jumping in the chat here on Adobe Live. We got Audra Campbell is in the chat. Lamont, tell me where you're coming from and tell me what you like to do on a Wednesday. The week's almost over. Do you have plans for the weekend? What are you doing? Tia Reed might have plans. She's in the chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, come on over to Behance and sign in, join us live so you can actually engage in the chat. You can ask questions, meet cool people, download the starting file, all that good stuff, just like Laura Staniva. And Lamont Sandridge says, the man of the hour, Jesse Showalter. Hey, I guess that's me. Sounds good, Lamont. Hey, if you're not used to the Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge, let's talk a little bit about what it is. It is a 9-challenge kind of layout going from November 9th to the 20th. And we're going to talk more about what each one of those pieces are, but basically tune in, take part, chat, download the file, get started. You can hit that big blue button to sign up and find us at behance.net/challenge/XD. Hey, if you want to learn more about XD, this is a great place to do it. We have all sorts of amazing things. Let's take a look at the schedule. We've had awesome content all day long. We just got done with logo design with the very talented Sydney Machuda. She was doing some really amazing work, but we've had great content all day long. Stay tuned because after me is going to be Draw Along with Kyle T. Webster, and then it is a design off with Voodoo Val and Victor Davia. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Let's jump right into my file. You can download the file by going to the info tab in the chat up above and downloading it there. Or you can go to the challenge page and head down this way, head down yonder and get some of the challenge, or excuse me, the starting files. At the end of the day, we're going to be taking a look at some of the challenges from yesterday inside of our Discord server, so make sure you sign up for that. But let's get going. Challenge number 2 is going to be all about designing and prototyping a video chat experience where users can add stickers and emojis onto the screen. We're going to use a little bit of auto animate and bring these micro interactions to life. And I have a starting artboard. Your file might look a little bit different. Yesterday I ran out of time, and so I wanted to just get a little bit of preemptive work done. But basically all I've done is I have these great Llama stickers in here. You know why? Because our app is going to be called Llama Chat. That's right. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so I've designed a little control panel and a little logo. You design your control panel however you want. I don't want to tell you how to do your control panel and your logo. But this is going to be Llama Chat done my way. We got some assets over in our document assets or our library. We have some colors that are picked out. I'm going to be using Rawway today for my font, and I have I turned my controls and my logo into components, and I have all of my little llama stickers as components as well. On my layers panel, I also have a little main video rectangle. What I'm going to do is just come out here to my desktop. I'm going to drag an image in, a nice image of a person that has cool kind of color in the background for our mock-up. You might not be so lucky while you're video chatting with people in the real world, but here in this design, we're gonna have some fun. And I tell you what, I really like the yellow, and the blue I guess looks kind of good, like working with that yellow. But let's just do a little work here. Why don't we come into our asset panel, our library here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to edit, and now I'm going to maybe play with, you know what I need to do first. I need to unlock, and I need to unlock, and let's grab the background of both of these elements and make sure we're using, let's make sure we are using that blue color inside there. Okay, now I should be able to edit that color and change the color, and it'll change it. See, like that? Wow, that's really, really cool. So our blue is pretty cool, but I'm thinking I kind of am digging like this purpley bluish color right in there. I think that looks a little bit better. So now we've done that. Our color has changed up here, and it's changed anywhere across our artboards throughout our project. That's the beauty of using the libraries panel or your document asset panel. Really, really fun stuff. Okay, why don't we get started? Here's what I'm kind of thinking I would like to do. We're going to be doing some, I basically want to be able to be chatting with multiple people, tap on a person, and then add a sticker to that person. That's what I want. So let's add a few people here. I'm going to hit R for rectangle. I'm going to draw a rectangle out. Let's go to my layers panel, and we'll zoom in, and let's start getting some work done here. I'm going to grab this and just bring in my border radius or corner radius there. Let's take the border off. We don't need that. And this square doesn't need to be so big, I don't think, right? Okay, I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit, and I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna double click on the mask of my background image. I'm just gonna move my model over to the left-hand side. That way we kind of have this nice layout going on here, and I might even bump the size up so she's kind of filling up a little bit more of the space for our mockup. Okay, then I'm gonna grab my rectangle. Let's duplicate another one and put it about 15 pixels down below that, and let's run over here and let's just grab some images that we have and just fill those in. I could have used a plugin, something like UI Faces if I wanted to as well, but I think this works for us, right? So we have our two people that we're currently chatting with. Here's what I think we want to do. I want to make a component out of this little chat, and that component's going to have multiple states, I think once the drawer, I think we're going to create a drawer and pull the drawer out. And once the drawer is out, we're going to need a way to close the drawer or close our selection. So I'm going to hit E for ellipse and just draw a little circle in the top left-hand corner like this. And I'll tell you what, why don't we bring our assets back around and fill it with our brand color, our purple. I'm going to zoom in even more and hit L for my line tool. And let's just do a little X to close here, okay? We're going to make that X to close white. Let's do little butt cap ends there. And I'm going to grab my little X to close line, Command or Control C and V to create another version of it. And I'm just going to hit my little horizontal flip tool. I'm going to flip things horizontally there, and I'm just going to group them together, and now we have a little X to close happening there. Okay, we just want to balance this whole thing. Let's group it together. Why don't we make a component out of it? Why not? We'll call this X to close over here in our components. All right, that's pretty cool. And now what I think we want to do is we probably need an active state, don't we? First off, I think we should always have just a tad bit of shadow here, just to give a little bit of dimensionality in our design, something like that. My shadow is literally under 10%. That's kind of a rule of thumb for me. But let's also add a border in here. Let's make it white, something like that. And then let's hit just bring a little bit of width there. Okay, so I think we're at about 3. All right. Now, with that being said, let's grab all the assets that we have here, okay, like our little what do we go? Video box. That's what we'll call that guy, video box, and our X to close, and let's make a nested component, right? This little X to close is already a component. Let's take the whole thing and put it together into our video box, okay? So we'll just rename our asset over there. Now we have, this is our master component, and we can see that over here with the green filled diamond. Let's create a new state here. The new state is gonna be the closed state. Okay, so we have the default state is expanded, the closed state is everything tucked in. So what do we want to do? We want to bring the opacity of that border down like that, and I think what we want to do is let's just rotate our X and bring it down a little bit and just hide it in transparency. Okay, so now we have active and inactive like that. Let's actually name that state inactive. That would be best, don't you think? Okay, great. So let's just delete our other version that we had there and bring another version of our component out, and then we should be able to, we should be able to go back here and just fill it with the necessary imagery. Now you have to refill both states like that. Okay, so we have, perfect, just like that. Now we have the people that we're chatting with. Why don't we build the drawer? Okay, so I'm gonna just grab my whole artboard and bring it over, and we have all of our little stickers here. I'm thinking if I tap on somebody, it's gonna become active, and then I want everything to kind of move over. And why don't we even slide over the video that we have there? Okay, and we'll make room for our llamas that are going to come in, all of our little stickers to do some stuff with. Let's hit R for rectangle. Let's just draw a little background here. I'm just going to put that behind, take the border off, and Command or Control left bracket to bring everything behind, just like so. And let's just balance it like that. And I'm going to grab all of my my llamas here, and let's just drag them down and make sure we can just line everything up. Okay, So, okay, pretty cool so far. I don't like it being so stark white, so let's have some fun here. Let's turn on background blur. And this one's really fun because you can kind of blur things out, darken things, or lighten things. Now, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now as it is, because it's on like a normal flat color background. But you'd see if I brought this thing over, we get a little blur over any object that we have, which I think is pretty cool. So I tell you what, let's just make sure everything's aligned there in our little menu. Let's group it together and call it Llama stickers, something like that. And then let's group this together, okay? All three of these things. And again, bring it behind our bottom navigation controls there, okay? So now we have your video box, and your Llama stickers. What are we gonna call this? We're gonna call this panel. Let's just call it panel for now. That's not how you spell panel. And I tell you what, let's get rid of what we had there. Now, the reason I want to get rid of it and just copy our new one and paste it over is so that everything is named exactly the same. And let's do Llama chat panel like that. And let's just move this one out of the way for now. Now, what we want to do is we want to make sure it's on the same layer, okay? So it's right above the main video. On this one, we need it also to be right above the main video. And let's bring this over to the side. Again, we'll just change the state there from active to inactive. And then let's do something kind of fun, shall we? Let's go into our llamas and let's just space them out like this. So when they animate in, it kind of looks like each one of our llamas is animating in a crazy, fun, wonky way. With that being said, let's do a little bit of basic prototyping here. Let's go to our prototype tab and let's select our first video box and just prototype it over. Let's select tap on tap here. Okay, first let's expand our Adobe XD back out so we can focus here. Let's on tap, let's not transition, let's auto animate over to the Llama chat panel. And let's do something like snap, and let's make it a little bit slower, like something like 0.6 seconds. So a little bit over a sixth of a second. And then let's use the same settings to prototype back if we hit our video. So we're saying, oh, actually, I didn't want to do a sticker. Let's go back, okay? So let's put those side by side, and let's look at our prototype, and let's see what it looks like. Just clear out of the way here. So we should be able to, there we go. Now you see, like when we're clicking, our little X is happening there. That looks pretty nice. That's pretty cool. And anything we change on, you know, on our second artboard is gonna take place there. So like, for instance, if we went back to our design tab and we wanted to like just make our Llama logo a little bit more opaque, right? All the focus then becomes on the stickers over there on the right-hand side. So that's pretty cool. But now we want to be able to add one of these Llama stickers to our actual video. We want to be able to maybe drag it over. I think that could be pretty cool. So why don't we do something like that? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I'm on my design tab, and this is our OK Llama. See our little OK Llama? I'm going to make sure that there's another one of those OK Llamas. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, sir. We want OK Llama, and we want a duplicate of it. So why don't we, boom, 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 like this, and okay, so okay, and let's call this one the OK sticker. Okay, so this one's gonna have an OK sticker, and so far so good. What we wanna do is, now that we have that one, let's move this over, and let's take that sticker, and actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind. This OK sticker needs to move out and just be sitting where it's at. Okay, so OK sticker is there, panel, good, everything. Okay, here's our sticker, and let's just call this sticker so we can, that's our sticker. Okay, we want to have the sticker over here in a similar place above the panel, don't we? Put it right there, and then we want to, well, we don't need it there. Let's just do it on the second one. So we have our sticker there. Okay, let's go to our third artboard and make sure that we have our sticker in the same spot. And then we want to drag that sticker over, okay? So let's drag that sticker over and release it on top of our our video box there. So we should be able to drag it over, release, and it'll go right there. So let's just try really quick. Go to our prototype tab and let's select our sticker. Let's drag over. So we're gonna say on drag. See right there, we want to auto animate over to this next panel. Easing, I don't think we need any easing. Okay, cool. Let's try that. So now I'm going to come back here. Let's hit home so we can always start our flow at the home there. And let's go ahead and open and close. We're having a little bit of problem because our sticker is kind of is showing up. We'll fix that later. But right now I really want to be able to drag my sticker up, right? Just like that. Okay, that's pretty cool so far. Okay, bueno. Let's take our sticker and why don't we bring the opacity of it down. Will that work? Will that fix our little issue that we're having there? Open, close, yep, and drag a sticker just like that. Okay, that worked out all right. We're loving it. Now, I feel like once you drag a sticker and drop it, you should get some sort of fun animation. Don't you feel like you should get some sort of fun animation? I do too. Let's do this. Let's go. I want everybody to know I just dropped a llama sticker on my friend's video box. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna come over here really quick. Let's experiment with a plugin, shall we? I haven't planned this out. I'm just thinking about having some fun right now. So let's draw an artboard over here. Let's paste our llama sticker in it. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna move myself out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go down to my plugins panel, and I'm gonna find the Confetti plugin. Now this is a legacy plugin. I think there's probably a newer version, but I'm still rocking the legacy version. Here's what we're gonna do with this. We are going to basically make confetti in like 2 seconds. So I can adjust how many columns and rows I want. As I do that, you'll see my little preview right here is gonna fill up with more versions of confetti. I also want to randomize I don't want opacity, but I do want rotation. Anywhere between 0 to 360. And I want to randomize scale from 20% to 100%. Okay, do we think that's gonna be enough? Let's refresh until we like our confetti, and then let's run it. Boom, we have llama confetti, people. Are you tracking with the crazy town that we just did? Okay, now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab all of them together, group it. Let's come back to our layers panel, okay? And I just wanna move this off into my pasteboard. We can get rid of this thing now, okay? Now we have llama confetti. Can you guys believe what we just did? Let's call this the confetti. And after this happens, we want a little celebration to take place, okay? So we want, first off, to take our confetti and we want to move it over to our, let's see, there's a llama chat. Let's call this one, let's call this one llama sticker, shall we? Llama chat sticker. And then this last one over here is going to be called llama chat confetti. I'm a real stickler. I hate like just randomly named artboards. Okay, so let's call this one confetti, okay? All right, so we have our llama confetti. Let's move it up to the top like this. Let's take the opacity down. I'm gonna Command C or Control C, depending on your operating system, and I'm gonna paste it in here. Let's bring the confetti there. Let's drip it down halfway, and then let's bring it one more over here, and let's make it a two-part animation. Let's bring our confetti down the rest of the way and fade it out, okay? So what we're gonna do is once we hit this spot right here, let's go back to prototype. Let's grab the entire artboard, shall we? The entire artboard, not any element, but the artboard itself. Let's drag over and let's do a timed animation. Do we want a delay? Yes. On this first one, we're gonna want about a 0.5 second delay, like that. Auto animate over to confetti, no easing, and let's make this duration 3 seconds, okay? So far, so good. All right, then we are gonna come to this one and do the same thing. We have a timed animation. This time we're gonna do a 0 second delay because we want it to be seamless. We want it to go from one timed animation to the next timed animation. And we don't want any easing, and we also want that to be 3 seconds. And then let's do one more, shall we? We're gonna do a timed animation. over to here. And this can just be a time animation, 0-second delay. We could just do a transition that dissolves, and that should be fine. Okay, let's see if this thing works. This could be really cool, or it could be really, really bad. Let's get stuff out of the way and focus on our prototype here. Okay, so we should be able to pull the drawer out and close it. Remember, we have our little our X to close. It's kind of animating in our active and inactive states, and our drawer is coming, and all of our little llamas are coming at kind of different timing, which is kind of fun, like that. Then we should be able to drag a llama over, drop it, and get a llama animation so that all of our friends can see that we added a llama there, and then it's going to kick back over and just dissolve, which is fine. That's pretty cool. Now, I have one more little surprise that I think would be kind of fun. What happens if we, here on this one, I want to go to my prototype tab, and when we are dragging this thing over, yeah, when we drag this thing over, can I add something? I want to add an interaction. No, not that. No, not that. Kind of wanted to add an action on it as well. That's okay. Maybe we don't have to do that. Timed. Now that's okay. I was going to add a sound, but maybe we won't do that. That's a little bit too much. So why don't we just take a look at it one more time? That could be it for the day. Okay. Sorry. Let's come back here. Make sure we're on our house. Our first one. Let's go again, shall we? We have our video chat. We are opening our drawer and closing our llama sticker drawer. We're going to drag a sticker over because of our drag animation. Release, and we get our fun llama confetti. It has a little bit of weird timing thing that's happening there, but that's okay. For the most part, it's looking pretty sweet. And that is our challenge for today. If you're all done with your challenge, make sure you go ahead and export everything and upload it to Behance. Let's take a look right now. You can also upload your work to the Discord chat because yesterday we had our timeline animation that I ran out of, and we had some really great submissions here in Discord. This one's from Angelo Vaz, and this is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful just design. No prototype or anything, but I love just like that. It's very movie-esque. I was trying to go for a little bit more like old-fashioned, but this one is very like modern movie-esque. I could see this being a website right now. I love the layout, love everything about it. We had this one also I wanted to bring up. This one's by Valentina Vasura, and this is her challenge for day 2. And she was going for a little bit of that old-timey look like I was, and she had these really cool animations in the cards I wanted to show you. So let's go back and play it again. Check out Angelina's animations. Just clicking on these little circles of the year. Whoop, nice and crisp animation up like that. And she's able to do the horizontal scroll and pop up the next card. Super fun, super slick little animation. There was a couple more down here. Let's talk about one of my favorites. Are we ready? Let's talk about the Keanu Reeves movie timeline. Come on, Keanu Reeves. Who doesn't love a little Keanu Reeves action? Scrolling that timeline over, beautiful, tapping. And I even love there's a little bit of this background change of the image of Keanu as the image is selected, right? Really slick. You can pick each of the movies, and I love that. I love that because the design is really, really nice, but I also love that because I'm a Keanu Reeves fan. If I would make one critique, it would be maybe make sure that your horizontal scroll bar kind of ends all the way over here at the end of your website design. I think that could be just a nice little addition. There was another really cool one down here I wanted to take a look at. Oh, this was a good one. Another one near and dear to my heart, a Star Wars timeline. Check this out. So nice horizontal scroll, seeing all of the movies and then being able to select one. I actually like this kind of juxtaposition of the movie poster and right here, this part with the movie poster and like the text where it kind of slides over into the card. I think that's really, really fun. Yeah, that's a really, really cool one. This is a great submission. This one was by Annie Ann, I think. Maybe I said that wrong, maybe not. And this is also another really, really cool one by Jega Jr. here in Discord. Let's restart this and let's blow it up full screen so you can see it. He actually had some great little sounds here, and he had almost like a Netflix kind of like dashboard UI, which is another really cool way to use some of the things we've been doing here. But hey, that is it for the day. Stick around for some great content. We're so thankful you guys are watching Behance Live. Stick around for some more great content. We'll see you right back here tomorrow for the Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge. We will see you later.